Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Coffee Rant with Dano and Frank, our Patriot Bald Eagle. If you have to hit pause on this video to get your coffee together, whatever beverage you deem necessary, go ahead and do that now, as this will be a lengthy discussion. Got a lot to talk about, guys. I feel like the recalls are just pouring on. We have so many we have to go over, so many that I have to use my phone because it is the fastest piece of equipment that I have to go over all of these. I'm gonna just really get right into it here. We're gonna talk a little bit about it and these different things as we go along, maybe toward the end of this video. So there's a chocolate recall on a brand that I've never heard of before. Maybe you have, and that's why we're going over it. Chocolate recalled nationwide after reports of small stones found in product. I'm reading from Newsweek, by the way, and I know that is one that a lot of our viewers frequent. So I will be reading from this. So it's the Tony's Chocolonely. Tony's Chocolonely, I guess it is called, has issued a voluntary recall of 2 chocolate bars sold in the United States and Canada after multiple consumers outside North America reported finding small stones in the product. Are we seeing a trend here? We're finding products all over. The latest of recalls have been foreign objects in products. I went to Kroger today. That video will be out at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, so make sure you are subscribed and hit that bell notification so you are aware of every video. I put videos out every day. I'm a daily vlogger. Sometimes I do 2 videos when we have a lot of news that we need to discuss. Those videos come out at night. Don't forget to give us a like too, guys. Thumbs up on this video. Please help us spread the message out around the world. We have multiple recalls that we have to go over today, so I'm gonna try and make it as, you know, I want to say entertaining, but it's not entertaining. And what I was saying about Kroger is they had the safety recall notice for lean cuisine, right? Because we just had a report about a week ago, which we covered in a coffee rant, of wood pieces being found in select lean cuisine meals. And we go over that tomorrow as well. The recall announced on April 1st and posted by the United States Food and Drug Administration, or the FDA, on April 2nd, affects specific lots of the brand's 6.35-ounce dark almond sea salt bar and the everything bar. Again, that is the Tony's Chocolonely, Chocolonely. So Chocolonely, I think it is. I'm not really sure. Tony's chocolate. And they go on to say why it matters. Well, it matters. The recall involves a physical contamination hazard, one of the most serious types of food safety concerns. The presence of hard materials like stones in consumer food products can pose a choking hazard or result in dental damage, particularly for young children or elderly, or anybody. This is what they say they know. The recall applies to 7 specific lot codes of the 2 chocolate bars and was initiated, quote, in an abundance of caution following 12 consumer complaints. 12 consumer complaints. That's more than just 1 or 2. The issue stems from stones that were not removed during third-party almond harvesting and processing, according to Tony's Chocolonely. Quote, whilst the chance of any individual product being affected is low, and we have not yet received any complaints in North America, we have decided to take this step in order to ensure the safety and satisfaction of Tony's Chocolonely consumers, end quote, the company said in its recall statement. The affected bars were sold through retail stores and the company's website from February 7th through March 24th. Tony's confirmed that no other products or lot codes are involved. And it does include the Everything Bar, which is milk chocolate with caramel and pretzel, almond nougat, and sea salt, 6.35-ounce bar. Lot code is 4327. Best if used by date November 25th. or 22nd of November 2025. Another one is 4330, best if used by November 25th, 2025. And lot code 4331, November 25th, best if used by November 26th, 2025. And another code here, M is in man, 4331, November 25th. Sorry, November 26th. They have this backwards. That's why it's hard to read here. Best if used by November 26th, 2025. And then we're probably going to skip over the UPC codes and all this stuff, guys, because we have a lot to go over. I'm reading this from Newsweek, but if you just type in chocolate recall in your Google search, there are many websites that are covering this. And we have a lot to go over here. So apparently, I guess Walmart has issued a nationwide recall on tortilla chips. Let's see what this one's about. I haven't even, it's a lot of these are fresh, guys. A couple of them I've been kind of just waiting to go over. This week's recall is a product sold at America's largest retailer. And I'm reading this from, if I can get past all the ads, M Live. Walmart recalls issue nationwide tortilla chips and jewelry kits. This week's recalls of products sold at America's largest retailer includes tortilla chips with an undeclared allergen and jewelry kits that include a hazardous chemical. With thousands of products on shelves and available online, Walmart serves millions of Americans, blah, blah, blah. When a recall affects one of the product it sells, there can be widespread effects. Labeling mistakes, safety concerns, defects, and contamination can all cause recalls on food, prescriptions, and other products. Let's get to the recall here. Okay. Recent recalls of products sold at Walmart include Crazy Art, CRA-Z-Art, A-R-T, Gemex, and Gel to Gem jewelry kits, and Tostitos tortilla chips. Tostitos tortilla chips, there has been a recall on some of them in certain places for undeclared allergens. So if you have the Tostitos, if you've been getting Tostitos, definitely want to check the FDA website, which I don't know if they're going to give the different codes on this one. It's the Tostitos Cantina Traditional Yellow Corn Tortillas Chips for undeclared milk. The recall includes less than 1,300 bags of chips. They were sold at select Walmart stores in Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Indiana, Kentucky, Mississippi, North Carolina, Ohio, South Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, and West Virginia. So if I have read off your state, or if you have the Tostitos Cantina Traditional Yellow Corn chips, I would make sure you check out the FDA website on this one. It does not have any of the codes that I'm looking for. All right. Moving on. Sorry, guys. We got so many we got to cover today. I'm just kind of rolling through what I have set up here. This one is on Fox News. This is one you guys had, a couple of you had sent an email to me. So there's a fruit juice sold across 12 states is being recalled for botulism concerns. A fruit juice, and this, Fox News website. A fruit juice sold in 12 states has been recalled over concerns it may contain a rare but deadly toxin. Walker's Wine Juice, based in Forestville, New York, recalled its pumpkin juice on Tuesday as it may be contaminated with botulism, according to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, or FDA. Quote, botulism is a potentially fatal form of food poisoning and can cause the following symptoms: general weakness, dizziness, double vision, and trouble with speaking or swallowing, according to the FDA. Quote, difficulty in breathing, weakness of muscles, abdominal distension, and constipation may also be common symptoms. Walker's Wine Juice sells to at-home winemakers and commercial wineries. There is also a retail store in New York. The recalled pumpkin juice was distributed to a limited number of commercial wineries in Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Maine, Minnesota, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. All lots of pumpkin juice in the 5-gallon hot pack 2.5-gallon bag in a box, or the 30 60 and 275 gallon bulk containers are subject to this recall. The potential contamination discovered after an inspection by New York State Department of Agriculture and Markets food inspectors found that the pumpkin juice pH was too high to be processed per Walker's, quote, hot fill, end quote, schedule process, according to the FDA. As a result, it was determined that no adequate kill step was used to address the possibility of microbiological hazards. Okay, so there's that one. Again, just kind of rolling with it, guys, because there's so many here. This is the couple ones here on the chip. Okay, now this is another one that somebody had sent us. Trader Joe's condiment that has been recalled. Let's see. I do believe that this was a hot sauce, I believe. Okay, here we go. This one is on Newsweek as well. Trader Joe's recall issued in 17 states over allergens risk. A salad dressing sold... Oh, maybe it's not a hot sauce. A salad dressing sold at Trader Joe's locations across the country have been recalled due to a labeling error. They omitted allergens like peanuts, sesame, soy, and wheat. And this is something that it has got to stop, right? There are a lot of people allergic to peanuts. There's a lot of people allergic to soy. Yeah, and I think somebody had mentioned that they were allergic to peanuts. And yeah, that could be deadly for someone who has a peanut allergy. So I'm going to start over here as that kind of threw me off guard there. A salad dressing sold at Trader Joe's locations across the country has been recalled due to a labeling error that omitted allergens like peanuts, sesame, soy, and wheat. California-based Fresh Creative Foods, which produced the salad dressing under the Trader Joe's brand, has recalled 12-ounce bottles of its hot honey mustard dressing. According to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, or FDA, the dressing was distributed to Trader Joe's locations in 17 states and Washington, D.C. While no complaints or health scares have been reported as a result, the affected dressing lacks allergen warnings for soy, peanuts, and sesame and wheat, posing a risk to individuals with allergies to these ingredients. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, more than 15 million Americans suffer from food allergies, leading to approximately 15,000 to 30,000 emergency visits per year and 150 to 200 deaths. Okay, Fresh Creative Foods issued the recall on March 30th for bottles of its hot honey mustard with a use-by date of May 27th. It says with a use-by date of May 27. It doesn't, that's all it says. So it could be the 27th of 2025. I'm assuming this is May of 2027. Because they would have, the product code is 8052. 8052. Show you on there if you can see. I don't know, it's kind of hard to see, but it says May 27 and product code of 80152. These bottles were sold at Trader Joe's outlets in Arkansas, Colorado, Washington, D.C., Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Kansas, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, North Carolina, New Mexico, Ohio, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Texas, and Virginia. According to the announcement, no consumer complaints related to this product or the recall have been reported to date. Customers who purchase the product are encouraged to return it to Trader Joe's for a full refund or dispose of it. Get your money back. Always get your money back. And for any injuries regarding the product or label, to contact Fresh Creative Foods directly. Okay. What's next? We're just rolling together, guys. We're just rolling on this together. It's just one after the other. Wanted to make sure that we were covering the ground on some of these. Okay. Now, here is one that literally just popped up like an hour ago. So take what you buy. I try to do a little bit of research on these, but on these ones, Might have to get some of the information for yourself, some of the different UPC codes, stuff like that. Anything that we go over today, I do recommend you check out the FDA website to see what product numbers are listed, what recalls are listed. There are other sites you can check out, like Food Safety Inspection, and some other different websites as we go along. Also, this one I am reading from Food Safety News. Forgive me for the pronunciation, but we're going to go over this queso. It is a queso bread. Okay, it's called the Panaderia Salvadorna. There it is. The Panaderia Salvadorna recalls Quesadilla de Queso bread because of undeclared milk. Another undeclared allergen. Panaderia Salvadorna Incorporated of Providence, Rhode Island, is recalling its 14-ounce packages of Quesadilla de Queso bread because of undeclared milk posing a risk or serious or life-threatening allergic reactions for consumers with milk allergies. The recall was triggered after the Rhode Island Department of Health discovered during an inspection that the product contained milk not disclosed on the label, which only listed sour cream and butter as ingredients. The recalled Quesadilla de Queso was distributed via direct delivery to stores in Rhode Island and Massachusetts. The recalled product was a 14-ounce clear plastic packages labeled, quote, Quesadilla de Queso, end quote, on the top with an expiration date of June 27th, 2025 or earlier. As of the posting of this recall, no illnesses have been reported. Consumers with milk allergies who have purchased these 14-ounce packages are urged not to consume them and should return to the place of purchase for a full refund. And they don't even mention throwing it away. They encourage you to get your money back. That's what I like. All right, guys, that is... that's it for now. That is it for now. Don't want to go over this too long. If you have heard of any other recalls that pertain to food or any other items, please feel free to leave it down in the comments. Make sure you let us know everything going on. Thank you to everyone who has been letting us know to get the message out there, because, these food recalls, it's crazy how many there are. It is absolutely ridiculous. I don't even really know how to... That's kind of why I wanted to just go over all these different ones. I can't cover them all. There's so many, right? This was just from the last couple days. And, a lot of you guys were sending us emails and leaving comments on certain ones. So I just wanted to go over the ones that people were talking about. That way, in case you have some of these products in your fridge, freezer, or pantry, you are aware of that. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great night.